So hello everyone, this is Senkuge Abe. So welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to look about database programming, and we are going to discuss basically three things, most important things. So we are going to look at unions, joins. Okay, there are going to be 4 unions, joins, and triggers applies the subqueries. So now I'm going to discuss each one at a time, but we are going to create a database, and this database is going to be called create database, and it is going to be bit2. I removed it in that first query. So yes, so they are saying we have an error somewhere. Yes, this is supposed to be database, not database. Yep. So let me just use this database, use bit2. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to create tables within this database that we are going to be used to demonstrate the database queries, or that are going to be used to demonstrate those concepts that I've outlined above. So to make this video short, I already have these tables here. So I'm going to create a table called student. So I'll just copy this and I paste it here. Yeah. So I'll also copy another one, because by now we know how to create tables and database. Let me just copy this and I paste it there. I'll also copy this and I paste it here. So we have 3 tables that we are going to use throughout this tutorial. So we shall create another table for a trigger. Yeah, we shall use 4 tables. So now this is the table student. Okay, we can describe this using show columns from, I specify from student. Yeah, that is student. We can also use describe, and this, that is course, and this, that is enrollment. Yeah, so these are the tables. So these tables, we have student, meaning there is a student in VIT, and this student they are under a certain department, and that department is what? Computer science. So now there is a course name, a course credits, and department. So you have enrollment, so meaning they have to be enrolled in a certain course under computer science department. So you are going to insert their data. We are going to insert their data. So I already have this that I used before the video. So this, yeah, I've inserted into what? Into student. So I'm going to also to insert into the course. Yep. Now also insert in our last table. That is our last data there. Here. Perfect. So now, having inserted our data, we are going to see how that data looks like, or how it is. How was it inserted? So select all first from student. Yeah, so these are students. There are 6 students with the marks at the end. their names, date of birth, and email, plus the gender. So I'm going to select from the course. From the course. So I have the course ID, which is 1 to 3, the course name, which is database systems, and these credit units is 4, okay, under the Department of Information Technology. So now we have the second course, which is software engineering, 3 under the Department of Computer Science, and data structures under the Department of Computer Science. So I'm going to select from enrollment. I see. Yeah, so enrollment has the enrollment ID, and we have the students. Remember, we have 6 students up there, these ones. So these are the student ID. And we have the enrollment of the course. So meaning this course called database system was enrolled by 2 students, these first 2 students. So the 3 and 4 students enrolled for this course under Department of Computer Science. So, and the other 2 enrolled into data structures. So I have a question here. So this question reads, let me just highlight it. So this question reads, and I also change the color of it to see it well. So this question reads, write a query to list the first and the last student who have either scored more than 85% of the marks, or enrolled in the course called software engineering. So if you go back to our data and we look on the course called software engineering, it is course what? It is, the course ID is 2. And we go back here to enrollment, which students enrolled for course 2. So meaning we have student at ID 3 and ID 4. Who are those? So we have Alice and Marvin Maffeni. So meaning our data or the result set has to have only 2 students, because if we see here, they are the only 2 students that enrolled for software engineering. So now we have to write a query. So select, they have said we are going to use alias name. Select the first name, comma, s dot, the last name. So we are selecting them from, let me just use this. We are selecting them from a table called student, which is S. I'm going to say where marks is greater than something of 85. So remember, there is no direct connection or relationship between these 2 tables, the course and the student table. So meaning their connection, where they connect from this enrollment. So meaning we are going to apply joins. So now, so this question, to take you back, this question requires what we call union. So this question requires what we call the union. Yeah. So we go back and we get our to our question. Okay, before that, union in database, only union means that you want to select statements, but for union to work, if you want to connect these 2 tables, for union to work, that is a question about union, but if you want just to see a simple form of union, so you can use this union to work. I'm going to show you a simple example, but for union, it combines 2 select statements, so all queries, but the columns have to be matching. the columns that you are selecting. So you're going to see it. So but now let us first answer to that question. So now from student where mark is that, so I'm going to join enrollment such that I'm able to get the course. Join enrollment, which is going to be E on S dot T student ID, which is going to be equivalent to E dot the student ID. Remember, we are going to use join. Now we are going to introduce a new another concept. We are going to join three tables. This is going to be join such that we are able to combine, okay, to get that student, those students that had 85% above, and their course is software engineering. So meaning I'm going to join a course now, the course table. This is course, which is going to be C. Join course on E dot course ID goes to C dot course ID. So we are going to put a condition where C dot course name is equivalent to software engineering. So we have this simple query. I don't know, like I told you in the first place, the result set has to have two students. We can see them here in the course ID. So let me just run this. So they are saying we have an error near join enrollment. These two students on our third line. So let's first debug this. Join enrollment E. Join enrollment E on student. So they are saying near. First say near join. So 85% near join. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, we are supposed to use union, like I told you in the first place. So meaning there is something missing here. Let me just go back. There is something missing here. Yep. The same thing. The same thing. Yep. This. Yes. Yes. So now here we are going to put our union keyword. Let's enter. Let me just use this. Yes. And apply now the join enrollment E. No, it has to be from student. This. Let me apply the join. Join, yes, this and that. And I put my where this. Yeah. So this is the query. So they are saying unknown column first name. So we have an error. So this is not the real word or the column. So meaning we have to go back here. We have to go back here and we change first. I think that is it. First name. So this is database. Yep. I have to apply union because I'm combining to select statements. Sorry. I want now this. Let me just change this to the first name. Okay. I get my joins. Wow. Okay, this is good. Yep. So this is, I think, again near this, near join. Yeah, from, yeah, I've got something. Sorry for that, but we have to bear with the situation. Let me just get this and this and this. Yeah. Okay, I think I forgot this from student, yes. Then I apply the join. This is good. Yep, exactly. Wow. Having struggled to debug, to do what? Again, these are the people that are doing that are having, actually, if we go back to the maxim of these people, we see Akelo Alice is having 90 and Marvin is having 85. So meaning their max is greater than even, their mark is greater than 85. And they are actually doing software engineering. If you can see, software engineering is done by this student and this, which is ID4 and ID3. So if you go this, we have ID3, which is Alice, and ID4, which is Marvin. Exactly, meaning our query is what? Is right. So this is how we can use join. Sorry, I beg your pardon. This is how we can use union. So I'm going to write for you a simple query of using union. So if I want to use union, so I'm going to get the name. If to use union without what? Join. I'm going to get the name, the first name and the last name, then the course and the credit units. So this is going to be select. So because for union to work, these tables have to be, okay, the columns have to be the same. The columns that you are selecting. So the last name, I'm saying from student, I will just terminate this. No, don't terminate that. I have to union, then select. So I'm going to select now the course, the course name, comma, and I'll select the credit. Okay, the credit, the course credits, and this is going to be from the table called course. The table called course. So look at this. So I'm selecting from student, but I'm union get them all at once, and the return is a single data, and the return, okay, single data set. So we have this, and this, but remember, for union to work, the columns have to be the same. Okay, the results, okay, the column you want to retrieve have to be the same. So now, if I just press enter, you are seeing what is happening. So simply because the first one will be this, first name and this, but when the students are done, then we shall see this one. When this one is done, then you make it a union with this. So this one is here. But let me just prove to you what I was trying to mean. If I have this, And here I say, sorry, so here I say, comma, department. So you're going to see something. So this one has to throw an error. Perfectly. They are saying the used select statements have different number of what? Of columns. So that is all. So let's move to the second question. So this was the second question. Let me just highlight it to red. So they are saying, so now this question we have gone to, it is for the subqueries. For the sub what? For the subquery. So they are saying write a query to display the full name of a student who enrolled in a course with the highest credit units. So who enrolled in the course with the highest credit units, meaning it is what? It is the data structures. So data structures has which students. So it has this student of ID 2 and student of ID 1. So meaning we have Shankuga Urban and Paide Max. They are the only people that enrolled for this. So meaning our data set has to have that word. Those two people only. But now let me just show you how we can use, for the simplest code, now we can use a subquery. So a subquery is a query within another query. And actually, for it to work, it has to first wait for this outside one. It's like an necessity loop. It has to first wait for this one, then it also works. Then I'm going to just select. Let me just show you how a subquery will work on this table. So I'm going to select the first name and the last name from the student. But I want the students who have the marks greater than 80. So I'm going to just say this. Select. Okay, let me just use select all. Select all from students. I put a condition where mark, that is the marks, equals, I add this. Then here I say select. Select. I want to select. To select, I specify the column now mark greater than 80 from student. Have an error from student. So when I click enter, they are saying a subquery returns more than one row. A subquery returns more than one row. So meaning we have one row on return. It has to return more than what? One row. Let me just say this. What if I say marks? I want to return marks. Like I pass here marks. Yeah, at least that. So this one has worked because now in our subquery we are saying we want to get a student whose marks was the highest. So that student was Alice. But see, we are getting everything from table called student because of the outside what? Because of this the outside query. But now we are getting this. I don't know why the other one didn't work. I wanted to get those more than 80. It has to be marks greater than 80. Why is this one misbehaving? We are saying the subquery returns more than one row. More than one row. Yes. So let me see how to get this. More than one row. Okay, I think I'm making something that a compiler is denying. There's something that the compiler is denying on this operator. Okay, by not wasting time, we have seen it here. This is how a subquery works. So within this subquery, we have a necessitated query that says we want to select the marks. Yeah, I've got to know. This one won't work. Yeah, exactly. But we can also say I want to return the mean mark. Yeah, that one won't work, I know it. The mean mark. So at least, yeah, we have this one caught with this one. So now let's go back to our question. Our question says, write a query that displays the full name of students who enrolled to the course with the SQL unit. So meaning we are going to use subqueries and the joins. So we are select first name, but let me use the alias name because we are going to join the first name, comma, the last name. So this is going to be our table called student. Yes. So now our table called student is, yes. So we are joining it, join enrollment on S dot student ID equals to E dot student ID. Then I join the course because they're saying the course where the product unit column is. So join course, which is going to be C, on E dot course ID equals to C dot course I think this is wrong. Course ID equals to C dot, this is wrong. Course ID. So you're going to put a subquery. The subquery is going to be where they are talking about the course, the credit units, that is the course credit unit. So we are C dot the course credit unit equals. So within here we are going to apply a subquery equals to select. This is wrong. Select. I want the max because they are saying with the highest. If you go back to the question, they are saying with the highest. Something like with the highest, yeah. So meaning it is the max. That is the max function. So max, and I pass there the credit. So the course credits from a table called course. So that is our query. So when I tap enter, so they're saying unknown column course credit in the where clause. Let me just go back here. This is the column. They're saying it is unknown. See this. Where is the error? Yeah, I've seen the error. Yeah, I've seen the error. Sorry, I've seen the error. I have to join. I've seen the error, where the error came from. I think the error came from here. This has to be the correct word. Oh. Where is the error? Where they're saying unknown column dot this. Let me see. Go back and I see credit units. So this is the column. To see. I come back here. Yeah. It has to be credit units. I've seen something. Yeah. You have to be patient and you have to just go sudo. Yeah, this is the error. This had to be what? Credits. It has to be credits. Perfect. Yeah, so you are getting the our result set like I told you of the two people. So now we are going to create a trigger being our last what? Our last element. So we are going to create a trigger. So this trigger is going to work how? So this trigger is going to work when someone has updated marks from this table. So like when I update marks for Senkubuge Abe and I say he has 40, yet he had 85. So we are going to create a trigger. But before creating a trigger, we need to create a table where that trigger is going to be what? Okay, the result set of the trigger where they are going to be stored. So I have my table here called student mark. So it is going to be that. So it has the student ID, it has the first name, it has the last name, it has the gender, it has the old mark, it has the new mark, it has the date, and this date is going to be auto, or it is going to be default, like auto generated. So now I'm going to create a trigger. So create trigger, and this trigger is going to be log. I don't know if it will work, but some compilers need a delimiter. Let me just put a delimiter here. Delimiter. I put a dollar symbol. And the delimiter, something went wrong of the spelling. So now it is going to misbehave. It is going to misbehave. Delimiter, the spelling has to be this. I don't know whether it will work, but the spelling has to be this. This was the wrong spelling. So the delimiter, let me just try to end it here. And I see. Let me just end it. So there is something, yeah. I'm getting delimiter. Let me just terminate it. Wow. So now it is going to misbehave and it is going to become a problem to us. Can I use clear and it accepts? Yeah, it's refused. Okay, let me just use it because I've tried to end it and it is continuing to misbehave. There is something, so that is continuing to misbehave. Let me just exit this. Create our trigger. When someone has updated these marks, for example, Sankubugabe from 80 to something or to another mark. So this table, the one we have created, I've described it, is going to store our trigger. So this is going to be delimiter, this. So now we're going to create a trigger. So create trigger is going to be rough, going to be speedy. Create a trigger, and this trigger is going to be after update. It's going to occur after someone has updated. After update on student table, going to be quick. On student table, so I'm going to set it for each row. For each row, begin. So I'm going to write data here. Insert into student mark. I'm going to set these values. Set the first name to be the old dot the first name. Let me see, yeah, comma, the last name here is going to be the old dot last name, the student table. So the gender here going to be the old dot. I think this gender, let me see, it was capital, yes. The old mark is going to be the old dot marks. Was it a capital M? No. Old marks. Now the new mark in this table is going to be the new the marks have updated. Then time will be auto-generated. Then I'm going to end this trigger. Perfect, it has been created. Then let me just remove it. This is going to be the delimiter. Wow, it has been removed. So I'm going to update which table is student. So I'm going to set max to be 90. I specify where student ID equals to 1. So meaning I've updated a base max. Let me just select again. Select from student. Here we have 85. Now we have 90. So let us select from our table that is storing the trigger, which is mark. Yeah, it has worked well. So here they are saying the person ID1, so we have a mail of this, they have updated his marks from 85 to 90. At what time? This is the time. So thank you for watching. That was how we can deal with triggers, subqueries, unions in database. We meet again in something else. Bye.